All right, everybody, we got a new boss rush here. Let's go ahead and hop in so I can turn the music back on. Dan's playing. All right, here we go. We got boss rush. We're gonna hop in with the Ginyu Force team. The Ginyu Force team is what I like to use to farm Dokkan events in general. So I figured let's just go ahead and use it for this as well. Um, boss rush certainly not very difficult content anymore. But if you're a brand new player, maybe it could seem a little bit daunting, but this isn't really difficult content anymore. This is just like a free 35 stones, right? This is just a nice way to say, here you go, community. Back in the day, this used to be the hard content, though. Dokkan events used to be, like, very difficult. And it used to be, like, a thing. Like, on Reddit, I believe, like, on the Dokkan subreddit, there was, like, a thing where... like, what was it? You could only make, like, an achievement post if you beat, like, certain levels of boss rush or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was essentially, like, they would up it and be like, oh, if you beat, like, this level of boss rush, like, that's an achievement. But, like, this old level, like, that's not really, like, that one's old, so that one's not good anymore. But, like, there used to be, like, a rule for, like, achievement posts, like, back before Super Battle Road, back before all that, where it was like, oh, you beat, like, stage, 2B of boss rush or something like that, like, the super difficulty. Like, man, you're, like, a cracked gamer, you know? Because, like, Dokkan events used to be the hard difficulty. Now they're just, like, fodder meant to farm up your characters, which I think is the correct way to do it, right? It should never be, like, a grueling task to get through and awaken all of your characters, right? Like, everyone just wants to summon, they want to get the character, they want to get them awakened, they want to use them. It's like we don't want to sit around for 18 years farming a Dokkan event just so that we can use the new unit, right? It's like we want to awaken the new unit and then go use them somewhere and, like, have fun. So, Dokkan really has evolved since, like, boss rush was the difficult content in the game, and we're just gonna keep going. It's like I've been taking a nice break from Dokkan. You guys have probably noticed I haven't uploaded in like 3 days, but I'm getting caught up here. It's like the Halloween stuff was okay, but I just had like no desire to take any of those units into like difficult content, or just like, oh, now we're gonna take Angel Deborah with no team into the fusions. Like, nah, man, I'm good. It's like I'm just gonna go play Spider-Man. I'm gonna play Alan Wake. I'm gonna play Mario Wonder. I'm gonna play Super Mario RPG in a few weeks whenever it comes out. Like, I'm good, man. It's like I was mentioning this in one of my other videos. I think it was the Napa Calc video. But I'm thinking about doing like a top 10 games that I've played this year. It may not be games that came out this year, but just like games that I've been playing this year for maybe the first time in a long time, or like maybe they did come out this year, new games, stuff like that. Thinking about doing like a top 10 games at the end of the year, just giving my thoughts on like some of the stuff that I've been doing. Because I've played a lot of games this year, like, in the background, it's like we played Resident Evil 4, played, what is it, Tears of the Kingdom, we played Alan Wake, we played Spider-Man, I'm gonna play Mario, or I played Mario Wonder, I'm gonna play Super Mario RPG whenever that comes out. We had some streams of, like, Pokemon Emerald randomized, we did Pokemon Coliseum on stream, so, it's like, we'll see, it's like, I'll think about it. There's still some more games that I want to get caught up on. I want to play that RoboCop game just because it looks like I don't know. I don't even want to call it like an arcade shooter, because, like, arcade games are, like, designed to be, like, difficult and scam you, whereas, like, the RoboCop game just looks like a cakewalk. So, I still need to play Starfield. I think I'm going to play that this weekend, at least, like, a little bit of it, see how it is. Of course, played some Madden, played that for the first time in a while. What other games have come out this year? Let's see, if I just look up 2023 games, let's see if I can find, like, a list of games. Because I'm like, oh, I played Cocoon. Cocoon was a really good game. It's like a little indie game. I played it on PlayStation. That was really good. I tried to play Jedi Survivor, but I 100%ed the first Star Wars, what is it, Jedi whatever. I 100%ed that game. And the second one, I just couldn't get into it. First of all, like, it was very glitchy whenever I was playing it, and it was not an enjoyable experience. So maybe I'll circle around and play that again. I'm not really a fighting game guy, so, like, I didn't play Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. I did not play Hogwarts Legacy, did not play that. I need to play Lies of P, I haven't played that. There's so many games, man, that came out this year. This was such a good, like, there were a lot of bad releases this year, like Redfall, and, like, the Gollum game, and, like, what is it, Lords of the Fallen or whatever. Kong. Like, there were some bad games, but I think there were some really good games that came out this year as well. So definitely want to get around to, talking about those at some point, talking about the ones that I was able to play, what I enjoyed about them, things like that. So if you guys like only play Dokkan, you don't really, dabble in other games. It's like there's a lot of good stuff out there. I definitely recommend you guys, expand your horizons, play some good stuff. Again, if you guys have not played the 2 Alan Wake games, definitely check those out. Alan Wake 1 is very different than Alan Wake 2, though. Alan Wake 1 came out like 13 years ago in 2010 on the Xbox 360, basically. PS3 era of games. So it plays very different. I would say Alan Wake 2 feels a lot more like Resident Evil like 2 or 4. So if you enjoyed like Resident Evil 2 or 4, definitely check it out. It's a very fun game. It's a survival horror. But what I would say it does like really well, Alan Wake 2, is that it knows when to like decompress you. Like it builds suspense, right? Like it's very good at like building suspense, making you feel like on edge. But then it knows when to say like, okay, we're gonna give this guy a heart attack. Let's bring it out. Let's make him laugh a little bit. Give him like a nice like reprieve. But then let's get him back in the action and build that suspense up again. And I think that that's very important because there's a lot of games, where it's like it starts out scary, but once like funny things start happening, like you can't really take it serious anymore. And it's not really able to build that suspense back up. I would say what Alan Wake does well, or Alan Wake 2, is that, it's able to build up that suspense, take you out of it, give you a nice break, and then build that suspense back up. And it's able to kind of take you on that roller coaster of like, oh God, my heart is going to explode, what is happening, to, oh, all right, now there's a funny thing happening right now, haha, screen, like it's really good. So definitely recommend that. Spider-Man 2 was good. I assume most of you have already played it. I do have a small Spider-Man just like clip up on the channel. I say clip. It's like, a nice little 10-minute video. That one was funny, right? What else came out? I forgot Kirby came out this year. I still need to play that. Dude, there's so many games. Like, I've played so many games this year, and I haven't even touched some of the like really good ones. Definitely, I think next on my list, maybe I'll do Lies of P. I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I think definitely I'm playing Starfield this weekend. I'm going to go visit a friend, and he had it said I could, we could play some there, so I'll get a feel for it. The bad thing about Starfield, right, is that it's like a long open world, like adventure RPG, whatever you want to call it, like Fallout and everything else. It's like those games you can't really beat in like a short amount of time. Like you really need to like dedicate time to exploring it, doing the side quests, things like that. Like, Spider-Man, you could beat, like, like 17 hours and get a pretty good feel for most of the side missions, things like that, right? Like, you can only do so many Prowler puzzles before it's like, okay, I get it. Like, it's a puzzle. Ooh. It's like, you don't need to do 50 of those. I would say that the Spider-Man game, what it did well were those like amazing Spider-Man or like friendly neighborhood Spider-Man missions or whatever they called them, like where you went and you like met people in the community and like helped them out, things like that. Those were really good missions and those like felt grounded. I actually enjoyed those probably more than the story of Spider-Man 2. The story of Spider-Man 2, it was okay, but I don't know. I just didn't like some of the stuff that they did in it. If you guys have played it, you probably know what I'm talking about, maybe. There were some choices made, though, that I was not a huge fan of. Tears of the Kingdom, of course, was, like, amazing. Absolutely loved that game. I would have liked to do more streams of it, but, my Elgato just hates me, so... It's like I don't have time to troubleshoot it on stream, whatever. Like, if I'm just sitting here recording, it's like I can pause the recording in OBS. I can, like, unplug the Elgato. I can, like, mess around with my computer, stuff like that. But if it's, like, live on stream, I can't, like, pause the recording, right? It's like I just got to sit there, and then people show up to the stream, and they're like, what's happening? There's just a black screen and a guy mumbling into a microphone. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to stream. It's okay. Stay here with me. Oh, so anyway... lots of good games came out this year. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, highly, highly recommend. Even like if you guys haven't played a Mario game since like I don't know the DS era, definitely recommend. That's kind of where I was. I played a few of the new Soup games, but really I didn't touch like a 2D platformer, or like a Mario 2D platformer since I guess I played Mario Maker 2. But I don't know if that really counts. Like Nintendo made. I mean, it is. You guys know what I mean. Like Mario Maker is good. but like it's fan made levels, right? So it's like a grab bag of what you're gonna get. Whereas like it's also mechanics that have already existed. Whereas like Mario Wonder was like all new mechanics, things like that. So very good. I want to play Pikmin. Need to play Pikmin still. Maybe I'll play Pikmin next instead. We'll see. I'll think about it. There's so many good games that came out this year. It's like you really lose a lot of time. But like my busiest seasons of the year are like kind of like mid-February through April, and then like kind of like mid-August ish through October. And so any games that come out in that time, it's like I just don't even have time. I don't even know how I got through like those times. And like this fall, I don't know how I worked and put up as many Dokkan videos as I did. I think that's why I've been kind of taking a break a little bit. It's like, okay, man, we went insane. We had some insane channel growth. We had some insane views. We had crazy like everything going on like for the past couple months. Let's reel it back. It's like it's a dead time in Dokkan. Let's treat it like it is. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Is just like relaxing here, not taking myself too seriously. It's like, all right, man. It's like, yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Goku came out. We'll get to him. Like, I know people want to see him. It's like super hype, but like, we'll get to it, right? I don't even have him rainbowed anyway, so it's not like I can do like super good showcases because he's only 55%. So it's like there's only so much you can do at 55%. People are looking for those rainbow showcases, even though most people only have them at 55%. So it's probably more representative, but people want to live vicariously through the videos, right? They're gonna be like, oh man, I can't wait to get this guy rainbowed because then he'll be doing really well. I have been impressed with him so far. He's looked really good. So the issue has been getting out full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's like I can barely get into Oob, and then like the fights are like ending. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, if anything. It's just a matter of like, can I use full power sometime today? Yeah, but the earliest you can get him is turn 5, and that's kind of what we've been saying through a lot of these characters is, turn 5 the fights are kind of getting iffy. And that's best case scenario that you're getting him on turn 5. So, so many good games that came out this year. Let me know what you guys have been playing this year. Is there anything that like in particular that you think I should check out? I'll tell you, I'm not really like a big JRPG guy. So stuff like maybe like Final Fantasy or what's another one like I don't know. Well, what's a good example? I'm trying to look at this list and see if anything like stands out. I don't know. But there's some stuff that I'm just like a huge like Fire Emblem. I'm probably not gonna play Fire Emblem, right? We'll see. But yeah, let me know if there's anything I should check out, or like Baldur's Gate. Like I'm not a big fan of like the combat in Baldur's Gate, so I'm probably not gonna check it out. Like I understand people like really love that game. Every time you like see a comment about it online, it's like it raised the bar on so many levels for gaming. It's like what bar did it raise? Like nobody ever answers that question. It's like what happened? It's like I understand that like the devs put a lot of like heart and soul into it. I mean that's cool. Like I appreciate that, but what bar did it raise? Like nobody ever answers that question. Like I haven't seen it, so let me know. Like what does Baldur's Gate do well? Because I don't like I look at the gameplay to me and I'm like that looks super boring. That looks super insanely boring. Like if people were like you can romance a bear, and they were like 10 out of 10. Like bro, like let's relax. Let's play like a real game. I mean not to say that it's not a real game. I mean it's probably gonna be like a game of the year contender, right? But I don't know, like the combat and style of game is just like not for me. So that's my own personal bias, but that's what's important about like being like reviewing games is that you want to have consistency, right? Like if there's a certain style of game that you don't like, and people understand that, because people say that like why do you review a game that you don't like? It's like, well, for consistency. It's like I didn't enjoy this. Like, you could still say, like, I didn't enjoy this game, but I think it's well made. I think people who are fans of this will like it, but I personally don't like it. I think it's boring. You give it, like, a 3 out of 10. And people get mad. They're like, this is a 10 out of 10 game. This is an amazing game. Or not 3 out of 10, like 3 out of 5, right? You give it, like, a 3 out of 5, 6 out of 10, something like that. And people freak out, and they're like, oh, you just don't understand. It's like, well, maybe, but, that's my own personal ranking. So that way, like, if a game of similar typing comes out and you give it, like, a higher rating, you're like, oh, man, this guy doesn't like this type of game, and he liked this one. That must mean it's, you know, probably pretty good, assuming you trust that person's opinion with things, you know? Like, that's the whole point. It's, like, build a repertoire of, like, game reviews so that whenever people, like, trust your opinion on things, and they go, okay, we align on these ideas, I understand where he's coming from on this one, so you guys gotta get the point, right? It's like, you gotta review things that you don't like to build, like, an established, like, repertoire. Anyway, there we go. That's boss rush done. That's 35 stones. Let's go ahead, you know, let's collect those, and let's do a multi. I did buy some more stones, just that I could link level Goku. So, you know, maybe we just pop a multi here and see what happens. You know, let's do it. I kind of have PTSD on this banner. I should probably be saving for heroes. But, you know, it's just for funsies. Let's just do one multi, right? Like, who's it going to hurt, right? Not me. Trunks flying in alone, alright. My guess on this is probably Pan. We're going to get, like, a random featured unit. It's going to be, like, Pan. Maybe we'll do 2 multis here. I don't know. Just for funsies. Let's see. Nail, Pan, Beerus, Zamasu, Supreme Kai, Tien, Nail, Chaozu, Pan, Gohan. Well, we can't end on a dead multi like that. We got to do one more, right? Oh, no. Alright, nothing again, probably. Yeah, just so you guys know, this is about how my summons went. This is why I went, like, 3,000 stones or something without pulling them. Like, some ridiculously insane number. Let's see. I don't even think, like, my history can go back far enough to show you guys how many summons I've done on this banner. Yep, see, that. There we go. That's about how they've gone, is just like that. So if I go here, hang on, we gotta mute Dan again. If I go here to my history, if you guys didn't know, you can look at your summon history in here. If you go to history and then summon history, dragon stones. I don't think I can even go back far enough to, like, show the discounts. Let's see. I mean, you guys can see, right? Like, this was all to get 1 copy. We were just slamming these, man. I wish there was a close all. There's an open all. Why isn't there a close all? Oh, close all. There we go. Yeah. I don't even think it goes back far enough. Like, this is as far back as we can go. Like, I can't even get back to the discounts. So, however many this is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So yeah, it only shows 50. So what's 50 times 50, everybody? What is that, 2,500? Hang on, my calculator is being stupid. I believe that's 2,500, right? Like 50 times 50. Yeah, so that's 2,500, and that's not even back to the discounts, right? We also had, like, all the tickets, right? So, you know, we had all the tickets. Anyway. But you guys, let me know how you guys did on the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner. I'm probably done summoning on it now. That's an extra 100 stones in there that I didn't need to use, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.